Title: A Friendship to Remember. Yunria was always the kind of girl who found comfort in the background. Awkward, clumsy, and always quick with a nervous laugh, she had a way of making even the dullest moments a little brighter. On the other hand, Joshua was the school's hothead, the kind of guy who kept his distance, his rough exterior warning others to stay away. He wasn't cruel, but his cold and harsh demeanor made him seem unapproachable. Their paths never truly crossed until fate decided to push them together. Literally. When seating arrangements changed, Yunria found herself placed right next to Joshua in class. At first, it was awkward. He barely spoke, and when he did, it was short and to the point. But Yunria, with her relentless optimism and unfiltered humor, slowly chipped away at the walls he had built around himself. Days turned into weeks, and an unexpected friendship bloomed. Joshua, despite his tough exterior, had a kind heart, something Yunria quickly realized. He never let her walk home alone, even if he didn't say much. He would silently place a snack on her desk when she forgot her lunch, and when she tripped over her own feet for the 100th time, he was always the first to help her up, muttering, "Be careful next time," in his usual gruff tone. Their bond deepened when Joshua's family moved into the same colony as Yunria's. It meant more walks home, late-night study sessions, and weekend hangouts at the amusement park and cafes. They were opposites in every way, but together they fit like puzzle pieces. But life had its way of pulling people apart. One day, Joshua's father got transferred to another city, and just like that, he was gone. They promised to keep in touch, but as the years passed, messages became less frequent until they eventually stopped altogether. For Yunria, the friendship left a deep mark. Even through college, she held on to the memories, wondering if Joshua ever thought about her the way she thought about him. But time had a cruel way of making people doubt their own emotions. Maybe he had moved on. Maybe those moments only mattered to her. Then, one evening, while sitting in a cafe near campus, her fingers lazily scrolling through her assignment, she looked up, and her heart nearly stopped. Joshua. He sat a few tables away, looking a little older, a little different, but still him. He was talking with two people, laughing at something they said. A strange feeling twisted in Yunria's chest. Did he remember her? Did their friendship mean as much to him as it did to her? Or was she just another childhood memory he had outgrown? She didn't approach him. Instead, she spent the next hour pretending to focus on her work while stealing glances his way. And when she finally packed up to leave, she convinced herself that maybe it was best this way. But just as she stepped outside, a voice called out behind her, "Yunria!" Her heart pounded as she turned. There he was, standing right in front of her, staring at her with the same serious expression she had memorized years ago. But then, just as she was about to stammer out a greeting, his lips curled into a smirk. "You really thought you could leave without saying hi?" Yunria laughed, the years melting away in an instant. "Well, you seemed busy. I wasn't sure if I remembered you?" he interrupted, raising an eyebrow. "Idiot, how could I forget?" From that moment, their story started again. Catching up over coffee turned into long walks turned into late-night conversations, and before they knew it, they were inseparable once more. They went on dates to amusement parks just like they used to, sat at cafes reminiscing about childhood memories, and found comfort in each other's presence. And years later, as Yunria stood in front of the mirror, adjusting the lace of her wedding dress, she smiled at the reflection of the boy who had once been her childhood friend, now the man waiting to be her husband. Some friendships don't just fade, they find their way back, stronger than before.